Good evening and welcome to the program. Today we are going to see on a topic ERP. Of course, many people who are especially working in retailing, distribution, or small medium organization, manufacturing organization, they might have not learned ERP. So when they are applying for some bigger companies or multinational organization, sometimes the employers ask specifically whether you know ERP and some specific model for supply chain executive. So in this angle, let us see what is the significance of ERP, to what level someone should know it, how much budget one has to spend. All this aspect, let us see using PowerPoint. Allow me to share. So you can see all my previous sessions in the YouTube. Follow my channel. Let us go to today's topic. Should I know ERP? Let us first understand what is ERP. ERP is Enterprise Resource Planning. All the organization has a lot of details on vendor or customer or a product or raw material, which has to be managed in a central database, and necessary approval or permission should be given to various people in different function. Now, some people may have access for creating the database, maybe modifying, while some other people may have permission only to access or see the database. So it is beneficial to have such a system with a common database and access or different rights to different people in different department, especially when you have large number of products you cannot handle in any other medium. You need to have a ERP. So if someone asks, should I know ERP, the answer is definitely yes. Okay, it's as good as asking whether somebody should know MS Excel or PowerPoint. It is something like that, because except the small or medium organization, most of the bigger organization, or for that matter even a small multinational company, require that people should know ERP. Then only it becomes a basic requirement. It's like saying, I know MS Office kind of a product, I know how to write email. So ERP has become some such basic requirement in today's world. At the same time, if you ask me, there are some advanced module like APS or IBS. Here there are advanced function including artificial intelligence included into it. If you ask me, should I know these modules also? No, the answer is no, because very few organization use this advanced module. For this, you should basically know ERP. Then the company themselves will provide the training, because if you take outside training, it will be very expensive. So don't worry about this advanced module. And where it is used in almost all organization, including if you go to a supermarket or bank, the ERP is used now. Maybe they do not call that as a ERP, but some kind of a software which integrates all the function. All functions of ERP is performed by the software which is used in a supermarket. It allows you to forecast, it allows you to make the planning and the replenishment. Whatever sales happens on this day is being intimated to the vendor on a real time. So based on minimum maximum level, vendor knows what is happening at the supplier place, and depending upon replenishment policy, he will supply the item as and when required, as agreed. So it is used everywhere, but the name may not be ERP. If you think all organization require, my answer is yes, but possibly some small organization, they still continue to use Excel and any other tool. But if the organization has more number of SKUs, say for example more than 500 SKU, then ERP is a better tool to use in this organization. But I have seen even medium sized private organization, Not only in India, I have seen some of the customer from US. They are not using any form of ERP, and they feel that they can use it with the existing software, whatever they are using. Next question is, should I know SAP or others? As far as ERP is concerned, maybe SAP and Oracle are the global leader. It doesn't mean that you have to learn only these languages, but you can know any ERP. That is sufficient, because if you know one ERP, then learning other one becomes very easy. Okay, it's not very difficult to learn. And of course, here you are not going to use any coding, nothing. You should know what are the option available. So basic 5 or 10 minutes training could be sufficient. If you know one make of ERP, then you are trying to adopt some other ERP. And one more question, especially the training organization misguide people, saying you should take training from a SAP authorized vendor, some backend training. All that is not required. If you are a supply chain professional, you should know only how to use the ERP. So it is called front end training. Even if you go through some authorized vendor who is authorized, for example from SAP, you should not spend maybe more than 20,000 on a licensed product. Okay, on a licensed product you should not send more. But there are various other means to learn. Of course, the budget wise it can be very low as possible, because you should not spend for these kind of transaction software, especially when you are a supply chain professional. You need other tools to perform better, but still you should know how to learn this economically. Of course, anyone watching live or otherwise, you can type in the comment your mobile number. I will tell where you can learn this ERP at a cheaper way. Of course, I don't do training on ERP. Those who don't know ERP, you need to know ERP, because this is a basic requirement for whatever kind of organization you are joining. This is a basic requirement. So please go and learn, but don't spend thousands of rupees in learning. Nobody wants to know from which organization you have learned and how many hours you have learned. That's not required. If any guidance is required, you can always comment so that I can tell you how economically you can learn any of the SAP modules. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.